Hi everyone, welcome back to FRANKL feeding here at Barings. So as you can see today, Marinella's not here, so you got Marina instead. I was here on the other ones, but I was on the other side, making sure that everything was working. So last week you had Anna around that was doing a lovely pad thai, absolutely yummy. I tasted it, it was so yummy. Today we've got Kev and Van. Van was here a couple of weeks ago and he taught us how to do pho.
Yeah,
the chicken.
Yes.
I love the pho. I used to eat the one with the beef every morning for breakfast in Vietnam. 10 days. Yeah. So love your recipe. Kev, where are you taking us today?
So we're going to go to the Middle East today.
Okay.
We're going to do a vegan dish today. Celeriac shawarma, or a take on a shawarma. It's not necessarily a shawarma. The shawarma traditionally is a loaded kebab on a skewer. Yeah. Usually made with chicken, pork, maybe lamb as well. We're going to go vegan today.
Okay.
A bit of a change on it. So.
I usually, when you say shawarma, by default, I would pick chicken. Probably my partner would pick lamb. But I love the fact that we can actually do something different, and there is, different flavor, isn't it? So, what did we pick Middle East? Or vegan? Is that?
So vegan.
Are you a vegan?
I'm not a vegan myself, no. No, you don't get a belly like this being a vegan.
Oh, come on. Where's the belly?
Yeah, so
why?
I decided to spend a month eating just vegan food last November.
A month?
Yeah, a whole month.
Why? So just what?
A bit of a research sort of experiment. So I wanted to experiment with vegan dishes. Obviously, vegan it's a massive trend at the moment. It's a trend that's not going away.
Yeah.
And I wanted to sort of get a different perspective on food.
So you as a chef decided to take 1 month to do some research and create new dishes for your customers. That's amazing. Yeah. Oh, that's really good, isn't it?
It's very good, yes. Yes.
Well, we're going to experiment today what all the research was about, wasn't it?
It's a bit of an eye-opener. Because you open your cupboards at home, or you open your fridge at home, especially meat, you usually got chicken breast or steak in there. It's almost open the fridge and it's full of vegetables, so we had to sort of experiment with different pulses, grains, lentils, different types of protein.
I think today we're going to experiment with pulse, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got farro salad.
Farro or purple.
Yeah,
farro.
Farro purple, very simple.
So, what do we start? So so shawarma for me is it's bread, it's protein, and it's a salad. Is that how we're going to do it as well?
Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to make a wholemeal flatbread with wholemeal spelt flour.
Okay.
We're going to marinate the celeriac.
Okay.
With some fenugreek, some sumac, some cumin seed, onion powder. Some nice olive oil.
Yeah.
We're going to make a little farro salad as well.
Fabulous.
So we're just going to get the farro on first of all.
Okay.
That's going to take around 15 to 20 minutes.
Right, so it's probably the longest aspect of the cooking today.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
probably guys, while we're talking, put the kettle on, get some hot water going, so it makes it quicker. That's how I make it at home. And then that will be cooking just plain water. So water, any seasoning?
A little bit of salt in there.
A little bit of salt?
Yeah, so I'm just going to put some salt in there.
Yeah, and then the pear barley.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the dishes.
You can use pear barley, you can use farro, spelt grain. So farro is actually an Italian term.
Okay.
Basically,
so I don't know if you guys can see what it looks like, but for me, it has that kind of rice shape, but with a little crack, isn't it?
Yeah. So it's a whole grain. So
it's great.
So rice is in the whole grain. So farro is a whole grain, so it's much healthier than rice.
Okay.
So low release, slow release carb.
Okay.
Low GI.
So healthier.
Protein and fibre. So especially for a vegan diet, it works really well.
Fab.
To get that extra protein, that extra fibre through.
Okay. Fab. So we've got the farro going. So what are we going to do next?
Next, we're going to dress the celeriac.
Okay.
So what I've done is I've just peeled some celeriac down.
Okay.
So we're going to take.
To be fair, what does the celeriac taste like?
So it's a very savoury flavour, very similar to like a celery. This dish will work with any root vegetable. It can work with sweet potato, carrots, even if you do some nice carrots.
Once you roast it down, it's quite sweet as well.
Yeah, it's about absorbing that marinade and making sure it takes on as much flavour as possible.
So any kind of root vegetable could potentially, if you don't have celery, if you have thread, not a problem, isn't it? And so on. Fab. Okay, perfect.
Okay.
So what are we going to marinate it with? Okay.
First of all,
olive oil.
I'm just going to coat that in the olive oil just so that the spices stick.
Okay. Okay.
Then take some fenugreek.
So what is fenugreek?
So fenugreek is actually it's an Indian spice.
Okay.
It's quite a savoury flavour. So I use it in a lot of curries, sort of South Indian cooking. It's not really seen very much in the
I know.
UK.
So if you don't have fenugreek, what can you use?
You use celery salt. That works quite well.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I've got that in my country.
Yeah.
Okay, so celery salt. For those that didn't find the fenugreek, is it vital, or can you just not have
It's
it?
optional. Yeah,
It's optional.
It just adds to the savoury flavour of the celery.
Right.
So we're going to add a couple of teaspoons of fenugreek in there.
Okay.
A couple of teaspoons of sumac.
Ooh, I'm a big fan of sumac.
Sumac's
But
amazing.
takes her through. So I put sumac in all my salad, everywhere. I love it. So
Sumac is
what is the last one that you put?
that's cumin, which is in there.
So cumin we know.
Yeah, sumac is made from so there's actually 35 varieties of plant that make up sumac. It's actually made from a dry berry, a dried brown berry.
Yeah.
So it's very different to a normal spice that you find. Cumin is made from the seed, same as fennel, fenugreek, stuff like that. So yeah, it's very good. It gives it a really nice sort of sweet, sour, like a lemony flavour. Yeah, really nice.
Like I use every time I go to a Lebanese restaurant, I always order the fattoush. So fattoush is like green leaves with some pita bread and tomatoes, and the sumac on top of it. Absolutely love it. So I'm so pleased they're using those.
So we're going to put a bit of cumin seed in there as well.
Cumin seed, yeah.
And a little bit of allspice.
So allspice, it's quite an acquired taste.
Yes, it's very strong.
It's quite pungent.
It's used a lot. Again, it's made from a berry, so it's used a lot in sort of West Indian, Caribbean cookery. I quite like adding it to a lot of my food because it gives that sort of punchiness, especially in vegan dishes where you need to pack that flavour in there.
Yeah, it does elevate, isn't it, the marinade just by doing it. So probably that one you should keep it. I would. I definitely would.
So this is a dry marinade, a dry rub. Just going to sprinkle that over the celery first of all.
So quite easy. So you just drizzle a bit of olive oil and then just put the spice all over. And leave it aside?
Yeah, you can leave it in the fridge overnight. Just
rub it in your bed.
Just get it in there.
To get all the flavours. Could you do it with just 2 spices if you wanted?
You could.
It won't be the same, isn't it?
Again, it's about just getting as much flavour as possible into the vegetable.
Yeah.
People are quite worried about vegetables at home because they lack of flavour.
Yeah.
And with this dish, it's about packing as much flavour into the veg as possible, just to get maximum effect. But with any dish really, these are the guidelines at home to experiment. Start with this and add things, take things away if you don't like certain things.
By the way, guys, we didn't tell you, but we've been working together for quite a while. So obviously with the situation, we should be social distancing, but we've all been working together. The chefs obviously wash their hands. We have our own antibacterial here while we're cooking. So make sure at home that you just, when you do your prep, wash your hands, regularly. Obviously the chef now clean his hand. I mean, what's the trick? I'm sure you guys have seen it on the other videos, but for the ones that haven't seen on video, what's the trick to make sure that your chopping board doesn't slide all the time?
Yeah. So just use a wet cloth, put it underneath your board just to stop it from sliding, or a non-slip mat. That will do.
Yeah. I thought it was, I'm sure you know the trick, but just in case.
Safety first.
Exactly, safety first for sure.
Okay, so we're going to put a bit of olive oil in the pan.
Okay.
We're going to get that pan
to
medium to high heat.
Olive oil or just normal oil?
I like to use olive oil, not extra virgin, just olive oil. Just adds flavour.
Okay.
And it's a lot healthier than sunflower or vegetable.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to know. So we got olive oil, the farro is bubbling away. We've done the dry marinade of the celery.
Yeah, so we're drying with the celery. So next job, Van's going to make the wholemeal flatbread.
Ooh, okay.
So that's going to be toasted in the same pan as the celery to keep that flavour.
Less washing up for those that I worry about the washing up as well.
Okay, so I'm going to hand Van some wholemeal flour.
Fab.
Okay.
So we're using...
So you need about 150 grams of wholemeal flour in there. Again, with no scales, we're just doing this by eye, but...
The chefs, they don't need scales. Exactly.
We like to think we are.
I weigh everything, even like for any dish. I've got in my head, how much I should put pasta or rice or anything like that. So yeah, I'm not as, I need to weigh everything. So 150 for you guys, 150 grams. And you are using, Oh, okay.
Again, it's just for the speed more than anything. You know, the water's already there, it's already boiling.
Yeah.
You just take some of that away from the pan.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Just add that in there.
Otherwise, hot water from a kettle or...
Hot water from a kettle work perfectly as well, yeah.
Just to make it easier, guys.
Yeah,
Here we are. Got a bit of water there. Okay, it's a good tip as well.
So that pan's nice and hot now for the Celeria.
Okay.
Just going to add that in there.
Okay.
This can be done on a barbecue as well. I like to barbecue this at home. I'm a big fan of barbecue food, especially barbecued vegetables.
Oh, I love it. Obviously for you guys at home, probably the bread, you will have the prep done before just to make it easier. I mean, here we've got two chefs. Get your kids involved. They will love to do the bread, for sure. So while you're cooking the celery, you know, get the guys to mix things, use their fingers, be safe, wash your hands. But it's quite fun, that's for sure. So we only have flour and water.
So yeah, wholemeal flour, water.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to finish with a little bit of olive oil as well.
Okay.
Just to give it that silky smooth texture.
Okay.
When we toast it off.
Okay.
So you can smell them flavours now coming out of that pan as the spice toast.
Definitely. For sure, you can already smell the spices coming through.
Yeah.
It's funny because you can't really define which spice you smell the most, isn't it?
It's
It's
just
on cooking.
match, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on cooking. You can smell the cumin, or you can smell the paprika. Yeah, this time it's just like it's really lovely.
Yeah, lovely.
Oh, that was quick, chef.
Thank you.
That was really quick.
250 grams you're going to
So
make.
hold on. So that within 30 seconds, that's it. You've got your base and your bread.
Yeah, no need to shop by anything as long as you've got flour and you've got water in your taps. A little bit of olive oil covered, that's it.
Fab. Love it. Love the idea. Love the idea. So are we going to rest now the bread or how?
Yeah, we can rest the bread for about 20 minutes just while we cook the Celeria.
There we
So
are.
as soon as the Celeriac's cooking,
Okay.
ready to go, then we take the Celeriac out and we can add the bread into the pan. Just keep the pan cooked like that.
Love that.
In the meantime,
Yeah.
we're going to make a little beetroot and horseradish yogurt.
Oh, the famous dressing.
Yes.
I forgot about the dressing. I usually go you know that garlic
mayonnaise.
mayonnaise that you
Yeah,
give it, you know, when you go and get a shawarma. So you taking a little twist on this.
Yeah, so
what-
just, again, it's just about adding as much
So
flavour
hold
as
on,
possible.
yogurt that's not vegan.
We're going to use coconut yogurt today. Yeah, so brand let's use Koya.
Alright.
It's made from.
So hold on, so does that mean that we could use potentially soya yogurt?
You could use soy yogurt, yeah, just to say.
Okay.
Yeah, I find soy yogurt's got stronger flavour than coconut yogurt.
Yeah,
The
it's
coconut
true, yeah.
flavour marries quite well with the spices in the dish.
Ah,
Gives it
so
a sort
it's
of cooling
twist
effect
of
to
the,
dish,
so
yeah.
we're doing a twist on the protein,
Mhm.
we're doing a twist on the dressing, and we're kind of doing a twist on the salad as well.
Yeah.
Love it. Absolutely love it.
It's coming down
Right.
nicely.
We've got the farro going away, we've got the celery going away, we've got the bread that is resting there. It's all coming together.
So there it's coming nicely too. Okay, I'm going to plan the ingredients for the beetroot yogurt.
Okay,
So I'm going
right,
to take some coconut yogurt.
yeah. Plain coconut yogurt.
I'm going to take one beetroot. So this is just pre-packed beetroot.
Easy to find anywhere,
pre-packed,
isn't
yeah,
it?
find it in the
If
supermarket.
I wanted to do it myself,
Mhm.
do I just buy normal beets, put in the oven,
Yeah,
and roast?
what I would do is boil them.
And you boil
some
them.
salted water.
So
Yeah.
with the skin or without?
With the skin on, salted water,
Ah.
skin on, and then just peel the skins off. Salted water if you would, yeah.
So I did that once, guys. Definitely use gloves.
Yeah.
Because I did it without the gloves. And I can assure you my hands
All of this one.
were like
Yeah.
like
go in there,
red
yeah.
or something like that. So guys, yeah, if you have gloves at home, which like now with everything that's happening, I think all of you have gloves. Use your gloves because our nails, girls, we get red. So
So we've
we
got the beetroot
are
yogurt going on now. Van's kind of doing that
so
for
we're
me.
using a little mixer, a little blender to put everything together.
Yeah, this is a Thermomix. It's state of the art
Yeah.
chef's toy.
A normal blender will do,
Yeah,
guys.
blender will do.
Normal blender will do.
Okay.
So what do we have there?
So we've got the coconut yogurt,
Yeah.
beetroot,
Yeah.
a little bit of horseradish, about a teaspoon of horseradish.
So is that the horseradish, the fresh one or the cream
You
one?
can use fresh, you can use creams, it's entirely up to you. It's whatever you've got in your store. Really.
Fresh one will be stronger, isn't
Fresh
it?
one will be a lot stronger, a lot sort of fresher flavour,
Okay. So beetroot, yogurt, horseradish,
and a little bit of lemon juice as well.
and a bit of lemon juice. Fab.
Just gonna take
So the juice or the zest? Juice, huh?
juice, yeah.
Fab.
Gonna
And
take
that's
lemon,
it.
just half a lemon in there for me.
And that's it. And you got your dressing.
Yeah.
So Van is blending away on the very fancy blender. Van is use the smallest little one, the mini chopper of that. So quick, it's so convenient. You know, in the kitchen, I've got a very small kitchen, so it just goes anywhere. So absolutely love it.
Okay, so that's there now. It's caramelizing beautifully.
Yeah. So are we aiming for something quite soft or still quite crunchy?
Again, it's personal preference. What I like to leave it a little bit al dente is the term. Okay. So it means it's got a bit of a bite to the veg.
Okay.
You see the caramelization there on the Celeria, bringing out all those natural sugars.
Right, got you. Yeah. That's really good.
Almost ready there. Okay.
And the flowers are completely sucked the water. Look at that. Ah. Wow. Ooh, that looks really pretty. So beetroot, horseradish, yogurt, a bit of salt, and a bit of lemon juice.
It's really simple, 4 ingredients, and that will just lift the dish, add loads of flavour.
Love it.
Okay, we'll take this off now. On one side.
Okay, so
Van's going to roll the dough out.
So we're just going to put aside the celeriac, and we don't wipe the pan.
I'm going to wipe the pan a little bit, just take a little bit of the oil out, because you want kind of dry pan.
Okay.
The dough, you don't want to absorb too much of the oil.
Okay, but we're using the same pan. Yes. No need to have 3 minutes time over there, chef. So that's perfect. No one pan. That's it. Love it.
How thin do you want this rib? Really thin?
As thin as you can go, really. Hopefully, when we toast it.
Oh, you're using who was doing the rolling? Was it Anna that was telling us about how to roll through the elbows or something?
Oh yeah. If you've got a big piece of pastry to work with, I tend to use my whole arm. Yeah, because you get that nice smooth roll.
I mean, obviously you're probably I would just do it with the hands, but that's fine. So that's pretty thin, isn't it, Chef?
Yeah, I think probably get thinner.
Can you?
Yeah.
Without stretching it, like no hold nothing? Oh, look at it, yeah, it definitely can. Okay. So that would you say it's a 1 portion? 2?
You probably get two flatbreads out of that, yeah.
That was 150 grams, guys, so that's not bad. That's good. Okay, so we have the same pan, the far is done. Oh, did you hear? Yes, you get straight away, just probably, yeah.
That'll take literally a minute and a half on either side.
Okay.
While we're waiting for that, if you can keep an eye on that for a minute, we're going to make a dressing. We're going to make a little apple cider vinaigrette for the salad.
Okay. So I'm assuming the beetroot, it's more to have on the top of the dish, isn't it?
Yes. So dress the swan with. Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to dress the salad with a different dressing made with Dijon mustard, apple cider vinegar.
Would you use English mustard?
You can use English mustard, but just be careful because of the strong flavour.
Would you use the actual? You know how you have the mustard powder? Would you use the powder, or would you use actually the mustard?
Personally, I prefer the actual mustard, just so it emulsifies the dressing better, and you don't get any clumps of powder.
So, am I right that to actually use mustard, you get mustard seeds that are literally crushed for hours and hours and hours, isn't it? Yeah.
Just go out.
Yeah. Okay.
Just going to reach over you now.
So what do we have on our lovely dressing?
So we've got a little bit of mustard.
Okay.
Probably a teaspoon would be plenty for this dish.
Okay.
A little bit of apple cider vinegar.
Can we use any other vinegar?
White wine vinegar will work well.
Yeah. Probably not Modena. Probably not balsamic.
Balsamic, not so much.
Too strong?
Yeah, too strong. Give it a really dark colour to the dressing as well, which we don't want, almost go brown.
Alright.
Looking for a really sort of light colour.
Ooh.
So we're going to mix the mustard.
Yeah.
We're going to mix the mustard with the vinegar. Slowly add in the olive oil.
So is that why you're using a whisk instead of just a
Yeah, just to bring it all together to emulsify it.
So I'm going to tell you how I learned how to make a vinaigrette from my mom. Is you take a jar, you put everything, you close the jar, and you shake it. And then you have it on the side, and then you have vinaigrette for the whole week. So that's how mom do. And I carry on doing it actually.
You still do that now?
I do. I do my own vinaigrette.
Not something we were taught in cookery school.
Yeah, I know. But you know,
it works.
Exactly, because then you have your vinaigrette for the whole week, isn't it? And all you have to do is open the jar, and you know that you've made it yourself. You do it. You know, I use quite a lot of lemon, so I do put a lot of lemon in my vinaigrette. So you guys, you know, use what you like, really. Today we've got apple vinegar, apple cider vinegar,
Dijon mustard, and rapeseed oil or olive oil. We're also going to add a little bit of maple syrup in there, just for a bit of sweetness, which will work really well.
We could use agave, because agave is well vegan, isn't it? Honey will not be vegan, guys, so agave will probably not be as sweet.
Yeah, it's a lot more savoury, agave. Yeah.
Okay. What about date syrup?
Again, use date syrup, but that's going to be the opposite end. It's going to be a lot sweeter.
Okay.
So in this bowl, we're going to keep dressing in the bowl. I'm just going to add the farro straight to that bowl. That's the reason I've done it in a larger bowl. So you can add the salad in there and mix it all together, just to again reduce the washing up.
Oh yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. So we're going to mix there. Is that to make sure the chef only used their hands and everything? It is not hot, chef.
It is quite hot.
I mean, he was boiling like 3 seconds ago. Oh my god.
The colours of our fingers.
Oh my god, wow. Well, don't do this at home, guys. Like, use a spoon. You're going to burn your fingers, so use a spoon for sure. Okay, so you literally put the hot farro in the vinaigrette straight away.
Straight to the vinaigrette, yeah. You can serve this salad cold or warm. It's, you know, it's entirely up to you. It works quite well warm. Again, alongside the
okay. It's interesting, vinaigrette usually tend to use it for cold dishes and salads, isn't it? And now you're using it for a warm dish.
If the farro's really, really hot, so you've got a chance to split in the vinaigrette.
Yeah. Makes sense. Let me just move things for you, chef, to make it easier. That's all right. Okay. So we nearly had, you know, pretty much all of it sorted, isn't it? We just need to...
pretty much the 3 elements ready to go. We've got the shawarma almost ready. We're going to warm the celeriac back up again.
Yeah.
We're going to finish it with some salad.
Yeah.
We've got the yogurt done. We've almost got the salad ready as well. So,
nearly there. So what's next, chef?
Okay. Flatbreads. Nice. Okay, so once that flatbread comes off, we're going to put the celeriac back into the pan just to rewarm it slightly.
Yeah.
And then we're just going to slice that down.
Okay. As you can see, the chefs have changed bowls. So chefs always use bowls for different things, and we only have colored bowls in our kitchens. Obviously, I've got a pink bowl and a grey bowl. Not really what you use in the kitchen, isn't it?
At home, people probably haven't got, you know, colour coordinated boards, so it's just a case of staying and tidy and sanitizing the board down afterwards.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to finish this salad off now.
Okay.
So we're going to add some raw kale in there. You can cook kale. It's down to your personal preference. I quite like the bite of the raw kale.
I like putting them in the oven for
yes,
2 minutes to get that.
Perfect. A little bit of salt, really nice.
Could you use like a different leaf, or could you use spinach?
You use baby spinach, that would work really well.
Okay.
We'll add some mixed leaves. So we've got a mixture of oak leaf and Lola Rosso in there. Again, just a bit of freshness.
Yeah.
Keep that salad really nice and fresh. I'm going to switch over there, chef. We've got a fresh apple and some radishes.
What do we do with the sweet potato there? I keep looking at it, it's my favourite vegetable.
The sweet potato is going to go into the salad. We're just going to pan fry that off now to the salad.
So radishes.
Yeah, really thinly sliced radish.
I think last week Amal taught us how to pickle radishes actually. It was really nice. It completely elevated the dish. It was really nice.
Yeah, I love radish. The freshness of it. Really
nice. In France, they just wash it, cut it in 4. I mean, you know, that little bit, and then put butter, and that's it. That's how they do it, with a bit of salt as well. Actually, use salted butter to be fair. Any apple, chef, or do you have a preference? Apple's going to go to the salad as well. But do you use any apple, or do you use a preference?
I like to use red apple.
Red apple?
Braeburns. Yeah, it's quite sweet.
It's quite sweet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sauce, chef. Where would you like it?
Okay, if you can put that on the board for me, I'm going to slice that up.
So we warmed up the celeriac.
Okay.
So that's going to be ready to go. And again, same pan. Love that. Love that.
Reduce the washing up.
Love that. So we got cubes sweet potato. So sometimes when I buy sweet potatoes, sometimes they're orange and sometimes they kind of a pale
Depends on the variety. There's certain different varieties of sweet potato.
But the taste...
It also depends on where they're grown as well.
Oh.
In South America.
Sometimes you get like a yellowish, very, very pale orangey style, isn't it?
It can be called a yam as well,
Got you.
Caribbean cooking. Sweet potato or yam. Okay. We're going to finish, while the band's doing that, we're going to finish the flatbread. Okay. So we're going to dress that with some rocket, some fresh herbs, a little bit of sliced tomato, really simple garnish on there. Okay. And top that with the celeriac, finish with the yogurt, and then finish the salad.
So I can see that they already, the chefs already started their plate, so it's quite a big plate where you can have the bread, and I'm assuming you're going to be building up the shawarma.
This is a great dish for sharing. So again, if you throw in a dinner party, a perfect dish for sharing. Stick in the middle of the table. Just let people tuck in.
Love that.
And you can add dressings and garnishes to that as well.
Love that. So eventually you could do actually 2 shawarma, one that has meat, one that has just celeriac, a vegan one. Okay. So that would be the dressing on the side. Are we putting any salt, pepper on the sweet potato, or as it is?
Pinch of salt and pepper.
Pinch of salt and pepper?
Yeah.
But no spices, nothing, as it is?
No, no spices. We're going to keep the salad nice and fresh and clean. Okay. So just using the natural flavours, the sweetness and the taste.
There's a lot going on the celeriac, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. Okay, so a bit of rocket.
So we're going to assemble this shawarma now. So we're going to put some rocket on there. Okay. Again, these are designed to be wrapped. So it's finger food, it's sharing food. Yeah. So you want to get everything on the top there and just allow guests or families to just dig in and wrap their own dish.
To be honest, I always have the bread aside and then everything else in the plate.
Exactly, yeah.
I quite like that. I quite like the idea of picking different things.
So we're going to thinly slice the celeriac.
So little bâtonnet or
Julienne.
I was trying to find the culinary term, and I couldn't remember how to say it.
Traditionally, shawarma's roasted on a spit. So when you slice the meat off, it ends up in strips. So we're just going to try and recreate that.
If nobody told you that is celeriac, you would not know. You would think that it's meat, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's got a really meaty texture as well.
Visually stunning. Pink, got the white, got the green of the rocket. Stunning.
Some fresh tomatoes.
Fresh tomato, chef, yeah. So we've got little vine tomatoes, isn't it, today?
Yeah, some lovely vine plum tomatoes.
I love the smell of the vine tomato. I just miss it.
Take a bit of mint, a bit of parsley. Again, all about the freshness.
I don't know if you guys know,
flavour.
But all the herbs are coming from outside because we have that herb garden on the top floor. It's quite nice to have fresh herbs just coming out of the garden. So we slice the tomatoes. That's going to go...
Just slice the tomatoes, that's going to go on top.
Okay.
Okay, so we're just going to dress it on the top of the dish. So again, you can add cucumber in there, you don't have to use tomatoes. You can
Chef, I love the smell of the mint. It just
fresh mint.
Everything else.
Really fragrant, isn't it?
Yeah, the smells right now unbelievable. Absolutely love it. Such a good combination, isn't it? So
we're going to just julienne this mint up, just to bring out the flavour a little bit.
I've been taught to be extremely careful with mint, not to bruise it.
Yeah, it bruises really easily.
Yeah, nice sharp knife.
Yeah,
always.
So don't play around. Just quickly chop it, and that's it. It's done.
Yeah. Again, if you don't want to chop the mint, you can just pick it on there and have whole mint leaves.
Whole leaves, yeah. So we have parsley today, isn't it?
Yeah, fresh parsley. Again, used a lot in Middle Eastern cooking.
Yeah.
Oh, really fresh. Brings out the freshness in there.
It's flying around.
I was just testing it. Sorry.
So it's got on a.
Okay.
You're loving the dish, that's why, isn't it?
That's it.
You want to taste me too.
Fantastic. Okay, so the salad's ready now.
So that's it?
Yeah. So in there we've got the sweet potato, the radish. So we've got a mixture of raw, cooked, fresh.
Really nice flavour. That just as it, without anything else. It's amazing, isn't it?
Just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper in there.
So you can really add any greens that you like, guys. Spinach. That's the beauty, isn't it?
It's got to be a personal thing.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be enjoyable.
Absolutely.
So we're just going to serve that on the side.
Okay. So we've got the salad on the side. I would have probably and that's my personal taste. Use a bit of coriander leaves with the parsley. What do you think, Chef?
Yeah,
Would that work?
You can add coriander, you can add whichever herbs you like, really. Tarragon would work really well as well.
Okay. I'm going to stick with the coriander there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, some people don't like coriander.
Yeah, no, it's
like Marmite who love it or you hate it.
Exactly, I hate it, so here we are. Not a big fan of Marmite. So we're having almonds as well.
So just some chopped almonds to finish, yeah.
To go with, where are we going to?
So these are just blanched almonds, skin on. Again, you can buy flaked, you can buy roasted, you can roast them in the pan there, but the rawness is quite nice.
Yeah.
Again,
there's a
just
bit of
gives
crunch,
a bit of texture to the dish, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just going to sprinkle that on the top there.
Oh, look at that.
That's nice, isn't it?
Hungry now. Very. Smells so nice. It's amazing. Okay, so
finish with the yogurt on the top.
so you put the yogurt on the
A little bit
top.
of colour on there as well.
This is the chefy thing.
Yeah.
I
So
think,
for me, the yogurt's the star of the dish. I think the yogurt
Man,
brings it all together.
Who was the chef that was doing the salt? Was it James?
Was it Martin?
Was it Martin? Yeah, it was Martin. Yes, Martin had the touch. Wow. Is that it, chef? Are we
Yeah,
done
ready
it?
to go, yeah.
Guys, we've done it. Love it. So I'm going to put it here so everyone can see it. So within 25 minutes, not quite sure, we've got a dressing, we've got a salad, and we've got a bread, a flat bread, and we've got celery. Now, we're going to try. I hope you guys loved it. I loved it. I'm back next week, so Marinella is not here. And I think next week we're going to Spain.
Spain, yeah.
I think so, isn't it?
Tapas.
You might. I've got a feeling that we're going to see you around because it seems like the chef like to have you around, man. So don't be surprised if you see us again here. So thank you very much for being with us, for cooking with us, and we'll see you all next week.
Thank
See you soon. Bye.